Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to ATN Bangla. This is Wahiba Rahman with the news. First, the UPay headlines. Students continue sit-in program in the capital even after closing down of schools. Vehicular documents being scrutinized on streets. Deadlock hits the capital, causing sufferings to people. Inter-district bus from Dhaka remains suspended. And Prime Minister sympathizes with the bereaved families of two students killed after being run over by bus. 20 lakh taka grants given to each family. Now on to the details. Students continue their sit-in program on various roads in the capital, demanding road safety for the fifth consecutive day, even after closing down of educational institutions. They are also controlling traffic movement on roads, scrutinizing vehicular documents like license, fitness and seat belt. Drivers found without license and helmet are being stopped. The public transport owners and workers have kept their vehicles off the road in most of the routes on pretext of security. The agitating students said the movement would continue until announcement ensuring punishment of the accused bus driver from the highest authority of the government is not forthcoming. Reports of similar demonstrations have been received from across the country, including Chattogram, Rajshahi, Savar, Hobiganj, Molobi Bazar, Kushtia, Chuaranga, Jamalpur and Bandarban. Meanwhile, movement by students has rendered the capital city deadlocked, causing untold sufferings to commuters. Following severe tailback, passengers stuck up at various places for hours together. The anguish accentuated with the passing of time. Public transport crisis teared up further in the city as owners and workers decided to keep their vehicles off roads due to mobile code drive of BRTA and threat of vandalism. Intercity movement of buses from Dhaka remains suspended since this morning. No bus left from Gaptoli, Saidabad and Mohakali. Neither any bus arrived in the terminal. Transport owners and workers took the decision on security ground in the face of ongoing movement of students demanding road safety. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has given 20 lakh taka each to the families of two students killed after being ran over by a bus. She handed over the checks when the families of two students met her at her office this afternoon. They came to the Prime Minister's office on a vehicle sent by the Prime Minister. At this time, she expressed condolence to members of the bereaved families. Road Transport and Bridges Minister Badal Qadir has said there is scope of implementation of the demands of the demonstrating students in the proposed Road Transport Act. Talking to newsmen at the Secretariat, he said the anarchic situation in the transport sector will stop once the Act is passed in Parliament. At this time, Badal Qadir advised the students to stop their movement and hold patience. Claiming that BNP lacks capacity to launch any movement, the Bridges Minister said the party now wants to join the ongoing movement of the students after failing to get any mileage in the quota movement. BNP Secretary General Mr. Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has demanded government's resignation, holding it responsible for the anarchic situation in the transport sector. At a news conference at Party Central Office, he also extended support to the students' movement. Alleging that the government is resorting to tricks to curb the students' logical movement, Mr. Fakhrul said the Prime Minister is taking recourse of falsehood about Ziaur Rahman to shift people's attention from the movement. DMP Additional Commissioner Monirul Islam has said DB Police has been given the responsibility of investigating the case of killing of two students. Briefing newsmen at the MP Media Center, he said a vested quarter is trying to instigate the students' movement by uploading footage of various movements in the social media. The DMP official requested the students not to be swayed by the instigations and propaganda. Distorted, false and fabricated news in the name of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina are being published through various news portals to confuse the countrymen, including the agitating students demanding road safety. The news being circulated through social media are baseless. Prime Minister's press wing has urged the people not to be confused. Indian High Commissioner Harshvardhan Shringala has said citizens' resignation in Assam is a judicial process and Bangladesh has nothing to be worried about it. Talking to newsmen after a meeting with Road Transport and Bridges Minister Ubaidul Qadir at the Secretariat, he said the matter is India's internal affair and the process is a time-consuming one. Now news from abroad. US President Donald Trump has ramped up his attacks on the Russia investigation by demanding its ends right now. In a series of tweets, he said Attorney General Jeff Sessions must halt the inquiry into alleged election meddling. Trump also labeled Special Counsel Robert Mueller, who leads the bureau, totally conflicted. And that's the end of this bulletin. To view ATN Bangla News, browse www.youtube.com/ATN Tube News. Subscribe and remain with ATN Bangla. Allah Hafiz.